crypto flow bot short flow settings. Hey guys, today we're going to dive into one of the most profitable strategy settings in crypto flow bots, and which is currently the hottest strategy everyone is talking about, the short flow settings. Short only, where the crypto flow bot actually shorts coins that have over pumped, they're pumped and pumped and pumped all the way to the top, and it shorts them in waiting for them to drop. Once they start dropping, it starts raking in profits for you. Today, what our V6 leader takes us through this simple training, and I think it's going to make a lot of sense to you if we stick till the end of this presentation. Now, before we dive in, be sure you have subscribed to this channel, smash on the bell icon, because this channel is dedicated to a lot of videos and trainings about crypto flow bot. And please, a quick disclaimer, this video is not intended to be used as financial advice. It is just to provide you education and information about what strategy might benefit you. Before you delve into crypto trading, you always have to take note of the fact that cryptocurrency prices fluctuate very fast. They go up and down very, very fast. And you remember, this is not a get-rich-quick scheme. There is no fixed ROI here, okay? Everything depends on the market, your capital, and your strategy. Take note of this before you start trading with crypto flow bot, okay? Now, having said so, let's dive in.
We are going to go over the settings, and I believe these settings are going to help us. Most of the questions are going to be answered. But as for now, as what I know and what we are facing as the community is that the Maxi integration, I don't think it has worked out for anyone. Maxi, OKX, and BingX, the integration is somehow lacking, and most of us on Maxi, OKX, and Maxi, OKX, and BingX, we are facing challenges when it comes to splitting in trades, and we are writing the management make sure our people can get faster services, because even me, I'm tired of people, because being a leader here, many people contact me and I don't have anything to say because I've written almost every single day. And the feedback I get is that we are fine tuning. Please, where you allow us more time. I think they launched the Maxi cakes before they were ready. Maybe that's what I think. Because even me, I'm really frustrated. Okay. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I'm going to go ahead and share my screen as we get started. Well, we'll welcome questions at the end of it all. I'm going to welcome questions at the end of it all. But for now, let me share my screen. So I ask us to be patient. I first present, then we ask questions later. Right now, I'm going to only focus on the short flow mode so that we fully understand, because I've seen it has good potential. And for someone who is maybe a risk taker, it is a strategy that you could try. Okay. What is short flow strategy? Let me go ahead and open my, let me open my crypto flow bot. Now, let me get my pointer. You forgive me for all this disturbance. Let me get my pointer. Makes more sense. Okay. Thank you. Yeah. Let me get my pointer here. So, crypto flow bot, for those of you that are new to this, it is an automated AI automated trading software that you can connect your Binance, Bybit, OKX, Maxi, Binance, Kraken, but I think they were more cautious when they saw that after the launch of Maxi, Binance, and OKX, things were not working out very well, so they halted the Kraken launch. But for now, it is trading very well on Binance and Bybit, okay? And they are fine-tuning Maxi and others to make sure they also trade very well. But for now, we have it working very well on Binance and Bybit. So Crypto Flow Bot provides you different trading opportunities or different risk profiles. One of them being full automatic mode. Full auto, it means the bot takes over. But here, when you turn full automatic mode, you just know that the bot is going to be trading for you just a few assets. For example, if you come here on futures, maybe in futures, you can see that in futures, it will only trade for you, first of all, these top 41 coins. Then add on this 18, that becomes 59. Adds on this 18, that becomes 59. And on top of this 59, it adds on only these 4 to make sure it trades for you around 63 assets. So in full automatic mode, it can only trade for you 63 assets. Okay, 63 assets. Though I have written, and I know most leaders have written, that they develop a strategy where the bot can be able to trade a lot a lot of coins, but with high selectivity, such that even when the market is going up, okay, for someone who wants only maybe highest, for someone who wants highest curated currencies, they can only trade for him this 63. Then for someone who says, I'm okay with a bit of risk profile, the bot can trade maybe 200 plus coins for that person in long or short. Then if you switch to short flow, it can trade for you 300 plus coins. But for now, if you switch on format mode, the bot takes for you 63 assets. Now, getting an opportunity on all these 63 assets, it is very hard. And if you've checked on signals, you've seen that most of the signals that come, they are maybe not even among the top coins. Okay, the top 63. You can see some of them are way above the 63, but some, of course, are within that range. So in the meantime, we can use signals to trade manually. We can use many other opportunities. And for short flow, we also see that we have some opportunities there that can give us some good money. So today, I'm going to concentrate on how you can set up the short flow strategy. So who is the short flow strategy going to work for? If you know you have $1,000 and above, $1,000 and above, the short flow strategy will be able to work for you, as I'm going to show you. I started using it when I had, I think, by the time I switched it on this account had around $1,000. Yeah, 1,000. I think $1,200. $1,200. Okay. Then after testing it for a few days, this account we decided to put it at around 2,500. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think yesterday, but one we put that onto to this amount, and we want to test it out. How far is it going to make the money? But of course, today, they have not yet been good. But I'm going to show you everything live. So how do you set up short flow strategy? Make sure first of all on your futures account, you have $1,000, $1,000 and above. Okay. If you know you do not have $1,000 and above on your futures account, please do not disturb yourself that you want to set up this strategy. Otherwise, you will blow up your account. It is high risk, high reward. I'm saying this clearly. I don't want to be misquoted. I don't want to maybe just sugarcoat everything whereas not talking about the risks involved. I want to mention everything. If you know you do not have $1,000 and above, please leave this strategy alone. It is for a person who has a capital of $1,000 and above, and I'm going to show you how you can set it. So if you know your account has $1,000 and above here on your futures account, regardless of the exchange, come here and you tap on strategy. But as we know, I said regardless of the exchange, but we know OKX, and BingX, they are still having trouble in trading. Okay. So these ones are maybe on their final stages of being refined. I think they launched them very fast before they did vigorous testing. And that's why maybe they recall them to make sure they go ahead and refine them better. And maybe, I don't know when, but I hope maybe very soon, in maybe a few hours, a few days, this should be over and we get these people trading. But for now, Binance Bybit, it works very well. And I think they halted Kraken exchange launch because of the issues they found out with OKX, BingX, and MEXC. So you come here on strategy. When you come here on strategy, okay, sometimes you'll be greeted with such a page. You might be greeted with such a page. Now, when you're greeted with such a page, I want you to come and click on short flow. Click on short flow. When you click on short flow, you will land onto such a page that shows you everything, the breakdown of your capital, available balance, the reserved capital, everything. Okay. Once you land on this page, now what you have to do is to come here down. You see here down where it shows strategy partition. People understanding rather than just cramming. Okay. What does each partition mean? Each partition means this is the maximum capital reservation a trade can have. Okay. This one means this is the maximum capital reservation a trader can have. What do I mean by capital reservation? Whichever trade enters, depending on the strategy you chose, the bot will be able to reserve a maximum of this for that trade. For example, If I come here and I choose the $200 partition, it means I'm telling my bot that when you're trading, get my capital that I have here, get my capital, divide it by $200, which means we are going to allocate $200 per trade, or we are going to reserve $200 per trade. So it is going to get my capital, divide by that, and get the maximum number of trades it can trade for me using this capital. The same goes for here, $300 with a reservation of $300 per trade, using this capital to be able to trade 8 maximum trades at any one point. It cannot exceed that, right? So it means whenever a trade is entering, the bot has already secured off the 200 or maybe the 300 or maybe the what. That's why when you come here, for example, you'll see this is the balance, but because there are some trades running and they have already reserved $800 capital, that's why the only available true balance is 1,790 something dollars. That's the reason, because it reserves off the capital, which for the trades that are running. You may say, why is it showing 800 yet you have chosen the $300 partition? It is because I have kept on changing, testing the 200, the 300, everything. That's why it has a total reservation of 800. Now, once you understand that each trade is going to be allocated this much, this much, this much, now come back to this profile here. Come back to this risk profile here. Okay. So, what is this one showing? It is saying, if you know you have a capital between $1,000 to $1,490, please choose the $200 partition. Do not go above $200 partition. What does this mean? If you know your balance falls within this category, $1,490, come here, okay, on the board. Come here and you select this partition here. How do you select a partition? You select a partition by just tapping in it once, okay? You just tap in it once. For example, I've just tapped in it and you can see short only strategy updated, which means it has now switched from the $300 partition now to the $200 partition. I'm just going to first remove all these buttons so that maybe it doesn't enter more trades when I'm teaching. So once now you land into the partition which you have, which falls within your trade, which falls within your amount category, which falls within your capital category, please come back here on this chart. You look at, okay, I have chosen the $200 partition, but what should be the leverage I should use? What should be the leverage I should use per trade? What does leverage mean? For those of you who are new, leverage means how much your capital will be multiplied, okay? For example, if you choose that, put in maybe $5, then you've chosen maybe 3x leverage. You're saying, get my $5, multiply it 3 times, and that is the money you should count me as if I'm entering that trade with. Okay, that's what you're meaning. So come here. Every strategy partition has this button called strategy. There is always this button called strategy. Even if I click here, you'll see that button. It is going to appear here. Do you see strategy? It is there. Every partition you choose, there is always that button called strategy. So come on your specified partition. For example, the $200 partition. I click in it here. Okay, I click in it. It opens. Then now I'm going to click here. I'm going to click here on strategy. I'm going to click here on strategy. When I click on strategy, it expands. Do you see this? It has expanded to open more. When it opens more, we have options. For example, they are telling you that you can use a 2x leverage. If you know you want to be more safe in the market, use a 2x leverage. Okay. And when it comes to margin, use 3%. What does margin mean? Margin means out of the $200, okay, how much should the bot enter with when it is opening up a trade? So they are saying to be on a very safe side, you can use a combination of 2x leverage. Rec means recommended. Rec means recommended. You can use a maximum of 2x leverage and then make sure you expose 3% of the margin, which means even though you have selected the $200 partition, it is going to get the $200 times 3%, which will give you $6. Okay, so it's going to put in on every trade it opens, it is going to put in $6 with a 2x leverage. With a 2x leverage. And how do you customize that? You can come here down on custom strategy, come here down on custom strategy. Now where it says leverage, you can see leverage here says 1 to 20. You can change here and you put in 2. I want to use 2x leverage. Then on the risk, okay, On the risk, you click here and you put in 3%. Okay, 3%. So it means it is going to put in it is going to use 2x leverage and we put in 3%. You can even see here it auto calculates your margin, which means it will be going to enter with $6 per trade. So you can come here and click on apply custom strategy. Now, when you click apply custom strategy, you will see it changes. It is going to say, I'm going to use 2x leverage with 3%, which means I'm going to put for you every trade I'm going to open with, I'm going to open it with $6. Now you can just click here on this strategy button and it will fold again. And now all you have to do is to come here down and you place on this button, you turn it on. So when you turn on that button, what is it going to do? Every trade it enters, it is going to use it is going to get 200. It is going to, every trade that is going to enter, it is going to put in $6 per trade. Okay, $6 per trade, but using 2x leverage, on every trade that it enters. Now, what does this mean? It is going to get your total balance here and subtract the $200, which means if I have 2,597 minus 200 is going to give me 2,397. So you see your balance here decreasing. Why? It is because some of the money has been removed to secure the progress of the trade that is going to enter. So even though on the 200 it has exposed of just $6, the $194 remains dormant on your account to make sure it protects the position. Remember, when you're using this strategy, please do not turn on stop loss. Otherwise, you're going to see your trades hitting stop loss and you wonder why. Do not turn on stop loss. The balance of 194 button of $194 per trade. It is used to protect your position as it is running. So what does this do you? What does this give you? If you use 2x and 3% of every trade, you will require any trade that you enter, it has to pump by 1,667%. I mean price increase. The price has to increase of that currency, of whichever asset the bot has entered. The price has to increase by 1,667% in order for you to see a negative of $200 on that trade. Remember, when we are trading using this strategy, first of all, we use cross mode. So even when you see this balance when you see a negative of this balance on a trade, the rest of the money is still available to protect the position. But let me ask, guys, between me and you, you people, you're shouting for me. You're shouting for me, guys. I'm on a lesson. You're shouting for me, please. I'm on a lesson. Okay, I'm sorry about that. You know when you're teaching from home, okay, and you have kids. I'm sorry about that. So let me ask a question. How many times have you ever seen a coin pumped by this percentage? How many times have you seen a coin pumped by this percentage? Especially that we are in, first of all, we are in a bear market, okay, bear market, and also maybe even when the market tries to go up, it ranges, okay, it ranges but does not pump. How many times have you seen any coin pump by this percentage in 1 day, 2 days, or even maybe a week? How many times? Let us agree on this. Because most of us are fearing this strategy because we don't use stop loss. But then, how many times have you seen a coin pump by this percentage? So that's why we are saying we are fearing it for no good reason. First of all, this $200 per trade, okay, the negative 200, even if the coin pumps by this percentage, still, let's assume that it has pumped without even ever retracing, okay, and has pumped by this percentage. Even still, there is more money on the line to protect your position because you're using cross mode. Now, if you decide to use 3x and 3%, the coin has to go against you, or the coin has to pump by 1,111%. You can even go search this. You can put this formula. You can go ahead and search about it on you, or maybe in ChatGPT, whichever AI you have. Go and see. Okay, you can go and say, if I have $200, okay, if I have $200 as my capital, okay, and I want to use 2x leverage, okay, with 3% margin of the $200. How much should a coin go? How much should a coin pump before I lose the $200? You see, these are the exact numbers. So, because these pumps are very abnormal and they do not usually happen in the market, they are not usually seen in the market. That's why we are saying really this strategy is good, especially in a ranging market and also in a downtrend. But of course, each strategy has its own advantages and disadvantages. For example, we know in a bull season, most coins are pumping in a bull season. So when it reaches a bull season, I'm going to request we forget this strategy because we already requested they build for us another strategy that is going to favor us more in the bull season. So I think with these strategies available, we can already switch from one to another because what we suggested, I was talking to some of the leaders, what we suggested is we write to them, they develop an automated strategy that if you switch it on, it can switch you from short flow, maybe to long flow, maybe to steady mode according to the market conditions. We already requested that. And the feedback we got is that they are going to be, if they even me, the feedback I got is that they are going to build a strategy where if you turn on that button, the bot can switch you from one strategy to another automatically without you doing anything, automatically depending on how the market is moving. Okay, if you choose that option, I don't know what they are going to call it, but we have requested they build a strategy which can automatically shift you from one strategy to another depending on how the market is moving. For example, right now we are using short flow and it's making for us money, but we all know that in a good pumping market of bull run, short flow may not be efficient. So if they build for us a unique story that if the market has changed direction, then also the bot automatically shifts you from one strategy to another. It makes us not work hard, but work smart. So then if you know you have a capital of $1,500 to $2,490, please, you can use the $300 strategy like the one I was using here. Okay. How do you change a strategy? You just come here. Let's say maybe you are in this strategy and maybe you have tested it. It has worked for you. You want to change. Just tap into the one you want to change to. For example, let me tap into the 300 and the strategy has been changing. So, and here they are recommending that if you're using $300, use 3x max. Okay, 3x maximum with 3%. So I'm going to come here and do what? I'm going to come here and click here on strategy. Click here on strategy. Then here on more strategies, that is where you can find the 3x 3%. It is already here. Okay, you can see it is already here. So I just click in it once. It is selected, and I just click on strategy again here up. You can see it is already turned to 3x 3%. After that, just scroll here down and you turn on this single button. Guys, is that very hard? Now, once you turn on this button, I've seen most of you make a mistake that now you have chosen the strategy here. Now you've chosen the strategy. Now I see some of you are making mistakes. Now that you have chosen strategy here, and I see some of you are going to come back here home and you just turn on this button. My dear, those are different strategies. If you come and turn on this button, go out of futures, it means you have changed the strategy automatically. You're not allowing short flow to work. So make sure if you have set short flow and go down here and you turn on this button, it is enough for you to activate the short flow with a specific strategy that you have chosen. Now, does this strategy really work? Does this strategy really work? I want to show you how it has been working for me. First of all, let me go to the earnings on this small account because some of you, when I was showing you the big account, you say we want to see small account. So some of you have been seeing these screenshots moving around. And you can see here, okay, look at this. I think I activated it around here on 8th. And this is the progress so far on this account, okay? Daily consistent earnings. Let me show you previously, these were the earnings. Previously, these were the earnings on the same account. These were the earnings on the same account previously. Okay, these were the earnings on the same account. And now look at the change after turning on the short flow strategy. Do you see this change? To me, I see it is significant. It is significant, right? Then maybe a disclaimer or maybe something that you have to see is that this strategy, as the way it is good, okay, it is going to give you some good profit, but at the same time, be ready for such drawdowns. You see this? Be ready for such. For example, right now there are three trades running on short flow, but look at these percentages. If you fear seeing these percentages, do not turn on this short flow. Though I told you the coin has to go, the price has to move against you by over 1,111% for you to see a negative. Or maybe if you have chosen the $200, see a negative of negative 200. If you have chosen $300 strategy, see a negative of $300. If the price, I'm not saying the leveraged price, but the actual price of the coin has to pump by 1,100% from the entry price, from where you entered. The coin has to pump by this percentage for you to see a negative, an equivalent to the partition which you chose. So to me, I see that is very rare in this market, a coin pumping without ever coming back, especially in this bear season. Even in the ranging seasons, it is very hard. However, it is possible in the strong bull market. That's why we have already written the requesting for another strategy, which can automatically switch us from short flow, maybe a long flow, to maybe some, they don't know what they will name it, but maybe to switch us to something better in such a season, automatically without you doing anything. So having seen my trades, now let me show you something very unique with this strategy. Let me click on close trades on this account, close trades. I want you to take very keen interest. I'm going to click on these ones to expand these trades. I want to take keen interest in this, in trade duration, because this is very important. How long do trades stay? For example, on these open trades, I know for sure this trade has been here for some time. You can see 8 days. Do you see this? 8 days without delivering profit, right? Let me show you again here. These are open trades. They are running. They are still running 3 days without delivering profit. This one here has stayed 1 day without delivering profit, though it is somehow starting to get into profits. Now let me go to close trades and I show you the same thing here. This strategy can give you money very fast, but of course, so can take you longer to have some good profits. I'm going to open these ones and I show you what I want to show you right away. Okay, there is something that I'm looking for. Look at these durations on close trades. This trade lasted for 22 hours, 59 minutes. This one lasted for 4 minutes. Do you see the difference? 4 minutes. Look at this. This one, 42. This one, 5 minutes. This one, 1 hour. Do you see these durations? This trade lasted for only 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute and it closes. So the short strategy is very good when it comes to scalping. When you're this person interested in scalping the market, okay, look at this duration: 7 minutes, 2 minutes, 56 minutes. It is good in scalping the market, but also you'll get some bad entries. Okay, look at this: 6 minutes, 2 minutes. You can see the strategy is good as, look at 0 minutes here. Look at this. It opened it immediately, closed it, opened it immediately, closed it with a profit. Do you see this? And even if we track this trade in trade records, let's track, say, this trade. I don't know when it was closed. I think it was on 10th. I don't know whether we can be able to track it in Binance. But let me show you in the Binance account, because now you can look here. Me, I have lost a lot of money via trading. To be honest, in the past, I have lost a lot of money via manual trading. I had lost, I cannot even tell you how much. In one day, there is one day I lost over $4,000 in manual trading, one day. So I had accumulated lifetime PNL, lifetime negative PNL, which was very, very big. Very, very big. And month by month, it is reducing. Why? It is because finally crypto flow bot came into picture and is helping me reduce this lifetime negative. I had reached an extent where someone tells me about trading, I hate you. If you tell me about trading, I hate you for sure. And you are no longer my friend. Why? Because I had accumulated a lot of losses from the previous trading bots that I was working with, from manual trading, but crypto flow bot came as a solution. So this is the progress on the same account. Because this is live, I'm not faking this. You can see it is live. Okay, this is the same progress on this account. This month of August, look at these earnings. Only one day closed in loss, and the account is growing steadily. And this has been happening for months. Okay, this has been happening for months. So why am I saying that crypto flow, short flow strategy may be better? Look at the earnings before. These are the earnings before. Okay, these are the earnings before short flow, because short flow was activated on 5th here, on 8th here. Short flow was activated on 8th here. This is when the short flow strategy was activated. Now I want you to look at the progress from 8th to today, and you compare. Okay, it is true it was earning. This was full automatic mode. I think, yeah, it was full automatic mode. It was earning, but small money. And that's why we even requested for a better strategy which can earn us some good money. Okay. So on 8th, when they launched it like this, me, I said, let me try it out. And to be honest, I'm happy with the results from 8th. I'm very happy. Look at the days from 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, 14th. Okay. A full week. Look at this month. So to me, I'm happy with the strategy. That's why I recommend it. Even though it can put you into a negative, if we come here on my futures, okay, if we come here on my futures account, okay, you can see the cumulative negative. Do you see this? $58, but this is a $2,500 account. But because the bot only exposes a small amount of money per trade, okay, small amount of money per trade. With capped leverage, me, I'm using 5x leverage. Don't use the same leverage like me. Me, I'm a risk taker. Okay, small leverage, small amount of money per trade. It is able to get for you some trades. If we go here to position history, okay, look position history. Look at this. Look at position history. Do you see this? Everything is tracked. Okay, let us look at a trade which closed very fast among the last trades. Okay, let us look, for example, this one. HUSDT, it took only 4 minutes. Or maybe even we look at CUSDT. Okay, HUSDT. Let's look for HUSDT here. Okay, HUSDT. You see this? Closed with $1.252, and it took only 5 minutes. Look at this. Look at this. It opened at 8:59, closed at 9:04. Do you see this? 4 minutes, almost 4 minutes. That's why I'm telling you, to be honest, I've used Crypto Flow bot for long. Okay, I've been here ever since they launched the bot. Because me, I got it when it was still a signals platform via an ad online. But ever since they launched the bot, the free trading bot that was in March, I've been using it, and I've not, to be honest. And if you're here, maybe you've been using Crypto Flow for long, you can testify to this. We had not yet got a strategy that is profitable, at the same time some of capital conservative. Because look at this, if a coin has to go against me by over 1,000% for me to see a negative of 300, guys, let us be honest. How many times have you seen such a move? But in manual trading, what do we do? When you try manual trading, that is why my account, you saw a very big lifetime negative. Because I was trying manual trading, trying signal portals where they give us signals, Telegram groups. I was everywhere looking for a solution. But to me, on such an average earning daily, I'm okay. I may not be able to earn 1% and above, but even if I'm earning 0.5, maybe to 0.8, it is okay for me. Sometimes, of course, I'll go above 1%. It is okay. I rather earn that consistently and my account grows rather than trying manual trading, high leverage, and I end up blowing up my account. Let me show you some other account. That is one of the accounts that I have. Okay, that is one of the accounts. And why I'm showing you everything, even going to Binance, because some of you, when we are presenting here, maybe some of you may think that maybe those are fabricated results. See, they are not available. I've shown you everything live, everything matching Binance, right? Even I've shown you the big lifetime negative that I had over 10K and above, but kept on reducing ever since I got Crypto Flow bot. Especially with this new strategy, I'm sure within a few months that lifetime negative will clear. And I have, because I'm planning now that I've seen the strategy was working good for me, I'm planning to grow my capital on this account, maybe minimum 10K and above. And I'll be showing you everything, even the progress I'll be showing you, to show you that as long as you have capital, making money with Crypto Flow bot is simple. So just grow your capital. Let me show you another account. Let me first stop sharing. I show another account that I am managing. I do not have access to its Binance, but I'm managing it for someone. and that person is so conservative, even though I know them, I can never show their Binance credentials, and I mean Binance balances for security purposes. They are not okay with me sharing the Binance, but me, I'm okay with sharing this Binance because it has been here, been using it for long. That's why I had, that's why I had to share it. Now, let me go ahead and log into this other account that I have access to, though I do not have its Binance. And you see the progress of it on a larger capital base, so that you understand the full potential if you have the capital that can manage that account. Now, let me show you this. It is now in around 110,000, I think. It is using $110,000. Okay, $110,000 capital. Let me show you the progress of this same account. Okay, this account is using, I think it is 110. It is now coming to 112, something like that. Around 112 if the person has not yet withdrawn. So let me show you here. Let's go to trades. Okay, let's go to trades. But even we go to trades, before even we go to trades, let me first click here on earnings, because also this bot started using the short flow strategy on 8th. So let's go back before 8th August. Okay, let's go back because 8th August is here. So before 8th August, what were the earnings? This is the $100,000 account. Okay, these were the earnings on this same account. It started on June 15th. So these were the earnings. Look at these. Okay, they are good, they are not bad. 293, they are good earnings, they are not bad. Well, let's look at, compare with after August 8th, when the strategy launched. Okay, the strategy launched on August 8th, and on 8th alone, it made over $600. On 9th, over $1,000. Okay, this was a very bad day. 800, 500, another bad day. 600, 300, 200. Okay, this is even today alone, $187. Okay, today alone, $187. These were the trades that it has closed, short flow. So let's look at the trades that are running. So this is now what I was telling you. Okay, such negatives, if they scare you, please do not attempt this strategy. But however, it is good. It is good because these negatives finally come out, because we've seen coins that stay for even 5 days and they come out 8 days and they come out with a profit. So if we come and click here on earnings, on close trades, and we expand, you'll see. I'm interested in this. How long does it take? Okay, how long? 1 minute, 3 minutes. Remember, it is this strategy, I think it was made for scalping. Okay, 25 minutes, 2 minutes. So you can, that's why people who are using this strategy are making a lot of money. Okay, look at this, 1 minute, 17 minutes, and you come out with your money. So you may say, okay, why is it saying that stop loss hit, but at the same time closing in a profit? Isn't that contradictory? No, it is not contradictory. Remember, when the bot has different profit locking mechanisms. One of the profit locking mechanism is this: whenever a trade closes plus 2% ROE, okay, return on exposure. When a trade closes 2.2%, okay, the bot tries to close in at least, the bot shifts the stop loss from wherever it is, it brings it at 2%, so that the trade can close with at least 2%. Now, if the trade goes ahead and continues and now reaches at 4%, now the stop loss now moves from where it had wanted to lock in 2%, it moves it to lock in at least 4%. When the trade now reaches 5%, these are the three profit locking mechanisms, 5%. Now the bot stays with the 4% lock, okay, as backup, it remains there, but also kicks in what we call trading stop loss, such that at 5%, the trade starts to get trailed. That's why you'll see some trades closing with a stop loss, some trades closing with a trading stop loss, okay, like this one here, you can see some close with a trading stop loss. Do you see this? Trading stop loss, okay. Sometimes trades will close with a stop loss being hit and all those. Sometimes you will see externally closed, all those. So this is the progress. Okay, here it is a trading stop loss, but hit a negative. How does that come about? A trading stop loss is hit, but the trade closes in a negative. Remember, I told you these coins that the bot trades in short flow, they are highly volatile. They wick a lot, highly volatile. That's why it can close a trade within 1 minute. Opens it, the trade goes into profit, closes it within the same minute. Highly volatile. So sometimes the trade has reached a 5% return, okay, it puts in a trading stop loss. And now the trading stop loss gets hit, but the wick, by the time the order completes to close, the wick has gone through into a negative. That's why you'll see sometimes it hits a trading stop, but closes in a negative, being that it has wicked, okay? It has wicked. Because this is a short, it has wicked like this and then come back. So by the time the trade closes from here, the wick has reached here. By the time the trade finally closes, and this negative, even though it was a trading stop loss, but this negative gets hit and it will close with a negative. So to me, I do not complain with this strategy. Okay, you can see the same happened here. Okay, the same happened here, trading stop. So that is the sum of those conditions that we hit a negative, and you close the trade in a negative even when everything was very okay. But the strategy is good. Look at this trading stop loss. It closed in $100. Okay, look at this trading stop closed in $64. Trading stop loss here, okay, closed in $115. So to me, the strategy is good. So if you know, please, if you know you have $1,000 and above, okay, $1,000 and above, I recommend short flow for now, as they stabilize the automated channel and the steady flow channel. Then if you're on Maxi, being X and OKX, I think they launched these exchanges before rigorous testing, because ever since they launched them, users are complaining. So you can either be patient for a more few days, maybe they stabilize it, or if you can get a Binance account and it is possible for you, you can switch to Binance and be trading as you wait for these ones to stabilize. That is what I recommend. So for now, I'm going to welcome questions. You're going to put up your hand. I give you a mic and you can ask your question. Okay? Put up your hand. I'll give you the mic and you can ask your question, please. If you have any question, or you can type it in the chat, I'm going to be reading through. Yes, leader, it's Mendez again. Please help us with the limited capital from 500 to get profits to we building ourselves. Gumite. Okay, Mendez. Okay, for today, I've talked about only the short flow. If you know you have less than $1,000 and that is your capital, you do not have where to get $1,000 to increase your capital. You can always come here. Let me first switch off these buttons. You can always come here. Okay, come here. Select this full automatic mode. Okay, full automatic mode. Then, to me, if you want some good profit, switch it to aggressive. If you want some good profit, switch it to aggressive. Because in aggressive, the way it puts in limit orders differs from the way it puts in limit orders at conservative. Let me give you an example. Comparing conservative, balanced, and aggressive mode, that is for people who do not have $1,000 and above. Now, when you put in conservative, what does the bot do? The bot gets your, for example, here you can see it is going to trade for me 20 trades, but each trade, it is going to allocate some capital to each trade. Maybe if it is allocated maybe $500 per trade, or maybe it is allocating $100 per trade, it is not going to put all the $100 at once. It will put in 10%, okay, of the $100, which is $10, right? $10. That is in conservative mode. If the trade goes against me, it will add on 20%, which is $20. If the trade goes against me, it adds in 30%, which is $30. The trade continues, it adds in 40%, which is $40. But most of the times, we see the trade only puts this and the trade comes out. So out of $10, let's say you have made the profit of 1%, it becomes 0. I think it is 0.01 or $0.11. So if you choose balanced, it now changes. It puts in 15, okay, 30, and 40. That is the way it puts in your money. If you choose aggressive, it puts in your money in this way: 40%, 30%, 20%, 10%. It is the direct opposite of conservative. So this way, if you had $100 and it put in $40, even if it comes out from this first entry, you can make some good money from it. So just turn on the aggressive or the balanced mode if you want some good balance. Then you leave the bot work. But if you know you have $1,000 and you seriously want money, you're here for money. Okay, I recommend the short flow for now, as they build more strategies and they test out. By the time we reach in the bull season, I know we shall have a good strategy that can balance everything, that can switch you from one strategy to another depending on the market movement. Okay, what strategy can we use? I just explained that. I think, what is the link of the YouTube? I think let me get the YouTube link so that I give it to you. You can go ahead and share it. So the YouTube channel is called Earn Money Online the Easy Way. That's the YouTube channel. Okay. So let me so I'm on okay. Let me go to view channel, and this is our live session. Okay, this is our sorry. Oh, okay, this is the session here. Let me share it. Let me share it. Okay. Copy link. The YouTube channel is called Earn Money Online the Easy Way. This is the YouTube channel for this session. You can share it with your people. Thanks for the breakdown on the short flow strategy. Welcome. Please your channel link. It is here. It is here. So that's how simply you can use the short flow method and you get some good money. I've shown you everything right from the bot to the exchange to make sure that you verify everything. Not just me coming and I talk without showing you real progress on the exchange. Okay. Can 350 capital work for the aggressive strategy? Yes, it can work. It can work. It can work. But what I'm recommending, please, if you know you're here really for money, look for any way possible to grow your capital to $1,000. At least go ahead and share the business and you get capital. Because, for example, when you share the business, on every referral, let's say you're a V1, on every referral you get $40. So you just need how many people? You just need around maybe 30 people, 25, around 25 people to get $1,000. So you can refer 25 people and you get $1,000 you add on your capital. Okay, use the referral program. Okay, just you have $100. Go to full auto mode. You turn on balanced mode. Yeah, you turn on balanced. My bot has not traded for now past 3 days. Now bothers me. The bot is reflecting a wrong balance. I have 1.7 on Binance, but the bot is showing. It means some of the money is in the trade. Maybe you have some running trade where the bot is having the money. How much is